Happening, people? It's your boy Big Uggs. Welcome back to the Voice of the Tune. Champions League Day has finally arrived. This is the day that we've been waiting for all summer, all season. Now it's here. Our hard work from last season is now paying off as we play our first Champions League game in over 20 years. And it started off with an away trip to Milan. Newcastle United go to AC Milan at the San Siro tonight in our first game of this difficult group in the Champions League. And I mean, it's for me, it hasn't sunk in yet, to be fair, that we're back in the Champions League. It still feels a bit normal. But I think once the game starts and once, the players are walking out, or even just the build up as well, like once it gets closer to the time, I believe it will start to sink in. But right now, it's not really sunk in yet that we're playing Champions League football. It still feels like just any other game. But this is a big deal, man. This is a massive, massive deal for us to be back in the Champions League. The players that we have, these, like I keep saying from my previous videos, like some of these players are there under Steve Bruce and Mike Ashley. So for them now to take us to Champions League football, I feel like it's well deserved, and I'm happy that some of these guys get to experience this with us, and it's not like a new bunch of players. Guys like Joe Linton, Longstaffs, Fabian Schär, Almirons, some of these guys that were there before, now they're experiencing this with the club, and it's just literally just what we deserve, and I'm just glad to be in this position. Back in the Champions League, San Siro, it's crazy, man. But it's going to be a difficult game. No way around it, Even though AC Milan aren't in the best form because they lost 5-1 to Inter, but it doesn't matter. They still have the Champions League experience. They managed to reach the semi-final last season, so they know what it means. They know what it means to play in this competition. They've gone far in this competition. They've got good history in this competition. They've won it many times. I believe the last time they won it was 2007. So AC Milan are a massive club. They're a huge club in world football and European football. So we have to pay them respect. We can't go there thinking just because they lost 5-1 over the weekend, or just because Serie A isn't as strong as Premier League, it's going to be an easy game. No, this is going to be a tough game. They know what they're going to be ready for us. I saw Ibrahimovic attend their training session just to get them sacked up, make them feel powerful, and fair play to him and fair play to them. If that works for them, then yeah. But for us, we got our job in hand. We got to focus on ourselves. We got to focus on putting in a performance that's worthy, because a lot of people are going to be watching now. It's a 5:45 kickoff, so people are going to watch this game and think, where are Newcastle? Like, what can they do in competition? It's an opportunity for us to put our stamp in European football. Like I've spoken about the group before, this so-called group of death. We got PSG, Dortmund, and AC Milan, and ourselves. And I've said before, like, the group doesn't scare me, because in reality, us being in pot 4, we could have actually got Bayern Munich and Real Madrid in our group. And then I'll say that's a group of death, because both teams are potential winners. In our group, AC Milan, PSG and Dortmund, none of these teams are going to win Champions League. And I can say that with chest, none. So, it's a difficult group, but we can get some points out of these teams. These teams aren't the size that they used to be. PSG is not the same side they used to be 3-4 years ago, when they're reaching the finals and semi-finals. They've bar Mbappe, there's nobody in that team, probably Hakimi, but there's nobody in that team that I'll say we need to be wary of. Neither is AC Milan as well. So AC Milan, I do feel like that they've got some players that can cause problems. Rafael Leao being one of them. He's the danger man. He's their sort of the go-to guy when you want to create stuff and just do something extravagant. So Trippier's going to have his hands full today. But there's nothing that we've not dealt with in the past, or nothing that we've not faced in the Premier League. So I'm not too wary going into the game. I'm just thinking to the boys, just go out there, enjoy yourselves, soak up the experience, and just put in a performance that is worthy of a win. Don't let the occasion get to you. Just rise to the occasion and you just never know what can be done, because we've won there before, so years ago. So and I recall watching the game as well. So we've gone there and gotten something before. So I hope Eddie Howe's played that clip back to the boys, and it gives them some inspiration. So definitely going to be a difficult game for sure. Giroud as well. Giroud is their striker, the main man, good in the air. As we all know, he's from his time from Arsenal. So they've got some players that can cause us problems, but so do we, man. Like I say all the time, so do we. And it'll be interesting to see the team that Eddie Howe plays. To be fair, because obviously he rested some guys during the week. Tonali coming back to AC Milan for the first time. So this is going to be a good game to watch, man. I think it's going to be a very open game, because obviously San Siro is a massive pitch, so it's going to be a very open game, and I feel like both sides can believe that they can get the win. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing the team that Eddie Howe picks. I believe he's going to pick the same team, or the same back five as usual, with obviously Nick Pope and Trippier, Shaw, Botman and Byrne. In the middle, I believe he's going to bring back Tonali, so it's going to be Bruno, Tonali, and I'm not sure about Jolinton's fitness. So I'm not too sure if he's back or not, if he's back in training. But so just because of that, I'll just go with Longstaff. And then I want him now to try play Isak out wide. I keep saying I don't like that him playing out wide, but I want his qualities on the pitch with Callum Wilson. Whether or not Callum Wilson's fit enough to play today, because he had some time out on Monday from the squad. So whether or not he's fit enough to play, who knows? But if he does play, I like him to play with Callum Wilson. If he doesn't play, then Isak up top. And then so I'm going to go. Obviously, I'm going with the thinking that Wilson's not fit, so I'll just go with Isak up top, and then I'll move on the right, because he didn't play. He didn't start on Saturday, and also on the left hand side, I'll keep it Harvey Barnes again. I think Anthony Gordon drops out for me into this game. And that's the team I'll do, to be fair, because that team is fresh, full of running, full of energy. We got Bruno in there. Tonali for him is going to be a big occasion, going back to his club, his previous club. So, the boys, this is it. This is what we've worked for. This is what we worked all last season for. We're here now. We're in a big stage of elite football against elite clubs. AC Milan is an elite club. They're Champions League winners multiple times as well. So, this is the prize. This is our reward for last season, and it's just about going out there and putting in a performance that's worthy of getting a win. So I'm going to go for a draw. I do believe we can pick up some points in the group, and we start off our Champions League campaign with a draw. I'm going to go 1-1, and it's going to be an open game. So we'll see. Thanks for watching. It's your boy Big Uggs. Make sure to comment. Let me know in the comments what you think the score is going to be. Are you excited about it? Are you going? Me, I'm gutted, man. This is probably the first game I've had FOMO for. That obviously I'm not going to the game, and it's going to be difficult to watch not being in Italy. I've seen all the clips on Instagram. It looks amazing, man. So let me know if you're even going to the game, or if you're on your way there, or if you're not going, if you're going to watch it on TV. Just let me know in the comments how you're feeling about this game. Make sure to like and to press that subscription button. Thank you for watching. It's your boy Big Uggs, and I'm out.